Bonjour, I'm Alison Zinder. Welcome to Paris on the Edge. I'm here in Lower Belleville in eastern Paris's 20th district, and this area is nowadays known as a sort of mini Chinatown, as well as for its artists' workshops, and also, as you can see here, for all of its graffiti and street art. But did you know that Belleville was once the party district and the center of plenty of cabarets and a booming nightlife? It all began with the construction of a giant wall in 1785. You see, this area wasn't even a part of Paris back then. And right before the French Revolution, King Louis XVI needed to raise some money. So he decided to build a toll wall. The Farmers' General Wall, as it was known, was 24 kilometers long and made up the city limits of Paris between 1785 and 1860, when the city was expanded under Napoleon III. Those old city limits are still visible today. They follow Metro Lines 2 and 6. So before 1860, Belleville was its own bustling city and sat right outside of that wall. All kinds of goods were taxed as they entered the city of Paris, including food and drink. So after the Farmers' General Wall was built, it became much cheaper for Parisians to eat and drink and partay outside the wall. Belleville became the place to be. Cabarets, theaters, singing clubs grew up overnight. There were street festivals, Mardi Gras parades, and even one of France's first roller coasters in 1812. Because Belleville was already well known for its vineyards and fruit orchards further up the hill, cheap wine, or piquette, was produced directly on site. The cafe you see here, Aux Folies, dates from 1870. First it was a cabaret, and then as popular forms of entertainment changed with the times, it became a théâtre populaire, or theater of the people, and then finally, a cinema. It wasn't until the middle of last century that Aux Folies became the cafe and bar that we see today. In the 1950s, lots of northern Algerians, Kabyles, settled in this area, and because they weren't especially welcome in the neighborhood's French-owned cafes, they decided to buy them. And so that way they could welcome their own friends and family members to the cafe. The Saloum brothers were two of these Algerians who arrived in Paris as children in 1946. They grew up here, and one of the brothers bought Aux Folies in 1986. He, in turn, passed it along to his son, Yassine, who is the current owner of Aux Folies. But back to the 1900s, when local workers would stop in for a drink, or two, or three. Even women frequented the local bars, and they often came in a group with their colleagues. Their boss, or patronne, would order them a drink called a zézette, which was a mixture of absinthe and white wine. Salut! Bonjour! On pourrait avoir 2 zézettes, s'il vous plaît? C'est parti! Chine, santé, bonheur! Délicieux, hein?
Ah oui, c'est bon!
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please share. Or to learn more about Belleville's fascinating history, come on a walking tour with me here in Paris.